before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more jaw-dropping, real-life stories like this. And after you hear this, drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to know what you'd do if you were in my shoes. It all began a week before Christmas. I had known my wife's new obsession with control, but I never imagined it would get this cruel. She had been acting strange for days, smirks when I spoke, long phone calls she always ended when I walked in, and that look, the one that screamed mischief at someone else's expense. Then she told me her plan. This Christmas, she said, voice dripping with excitement, I'm going to humiliate him. I wanted to feel exactly what I've been feeling, powerless. I froze. She wasn't talking about me directly. She was talking about her ex, someone she claimed had hurt her years ago. But the intensity in her eyes, the way she relished it, made my stomach churn. At first, I thought I should stop her, warn him, intervene. But then a thought crossed my mind. What if I flipped the script? What if I could send just one thing, one box, that would completely turn everything on its head? I spent hours planning. Carefully, quietly, secretly. I remembered all the little things she had left behind in her obsession with control. Receipts, old letters, hidden gifts. I bundled them into a single box and added a message she'd never see coming. The box looked innocent, festive even, wrapped with shiny paper and a perfect bow. The irony was delicious. Christmas morning arrived, filled with the usual fake cheer. She bounced around the living room, giddy with anticipation, imagining her plan unfolding. I watched quietly, heart pounding, waiting for the moment to strike. When the package arrived at his door, I felt a mix of fear and exhilaration. I knew I'd crossed a line that would have consequences. But part of me, a big part of me knew it was justice. Karma, wrapped in paper and a bow. Hours later, the text started coming. First from him, confusion, shock, anger. Then from mutual friends, laughter, whispers, stories of chaos. The box had done its work. It exposed secrets, revealed truths, and dismantled the illusion my wife had been building for months. Her carefully laid plans crumbled before my eyes, and for the first time, I saw fear where there had been glee. She confronted me in the living room later, red-faced, trembling, not with anger, but disbelief. How could you? She stammered. I had it all planned. You ruined everything. I looked at her calmly, the holiday lights casting soft shadows across her face. You wanted to humiliate someone, I said quietly. I just gave him the tools, and maybe the courage you forgot to have. Her voice cracked. She tried to mask it with anger, but I could see the unraveling. For weeks, she had been plotting, scheming, enjoying her imagined power over him. And now, nothing, just a pile of her own schemes backfiring, leaving her exposed and powerless. In that moment, I realized something crucial. Sometimes, the right move isn't about direct confrontation. It's about subtle action, careful planning, and letting someone's own choices reveal who they really are. She had tried to humiliate, to dominate, to control. I had simply turned the game around without ever touching her directly. The aftermath was strange. She avoided me for days, furious yet embarrassed. He, on the other hand, thanked me later, not directly, but through the way he carried himself, more confident, no longer under her shadow. And me, I felt a quiet satisfaction, not from cruelty, but from balance restored. Christmas that year ended quietly. The tree was lit, the presents unwrapped, but the lesson lingered. I realized that control, cruelty, and humiliation only hurt the person who wields them if they aren't careful. And sometimes all it takes is one carefully placed action, a single box, to turn the tables completely. So before you go, subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, and share your thoughts in the comments. Have you ever had to outsmart someone plotting against you? How did it feel when the tables turned? I want to hear your story. Because in life, the smallest moves can have the biggest consequences, and sometimes the quietest actions speak louder than any words ever could.